Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High Yah, to His Son Yahushua Mashiach. It's your brother Uncle K, and we're back with another one. So let's get into it. Building a lot of muscle while practicing semen retention. It's possible. First of all, you gotta be extremely consistent. Extremely consistent. Right. A lot of people that's been lifting weights and they not getting to a certain level, they like to point out that other people got better genetics. If we would understand that we all have good genetics, but you got to put in that work to bring out that potential, that's the only way you're going to see it. So it takes consistency, right? Now, I want to talk about the downfall immediately, why you possibly might not be getting gains. You see, when you conform back to iniquity, right? When you start relapsing after relapse after relapse after relapse, you break the consistency, right? You go out of your way, you start eating fast food. You start eating food that makes you feel comfortable, right? You don't have the motivation anymore to train. You start getting lazy in your ways. You start getting sloppy, right? And by you keep relapsing and relapsing, you're only losing progression. Now, based off the scientific research, they say that we got a ton of minerals and vitamins in our bodies. So number one, if you continuously releasing your seed, releasing your vital life force, then obviously you're gonna be very depleted. You're gonna look very flat. It's gonna be hard for you to build muscle, right? That's number one. That's priority right there. You need minerals. You need foods. You need clean foods in order to build muscle, right? So number the second point, right? When you begin to train, you should stay away from like machines and just do a lot of compound lifts, right? Do a lot of pull-ups, do a lot of push-ups. You're right, Aaron. You don't need the gym, but if you want to build a physique, move some weight. Move some weight. You gotta move some weight. I don't care. You could be strong, not in the gym, but you still need to move some weight. You could be doing pull-ups and dips all day, but when it's time to move, you're gonna need to learn how to move some weight. Move that couch down a couple flight of stairs. Right, you're gonna have to learn how to lift some things, man. Move the bed frame. If you got some acacia wood as a bed frame, that's heavy wood, so you gotta move that thing. Move the refrigerator. Move a lot of things. So it's good to lift weights when you're in the gym. It's good to be in the gym regardless. Right, it's good to be in the weight room. It's a place where it's a different kind of meditation. Right, it's a different kind of meditation when you're in the gym. So you could be strong in your pull-ups, your dips. That's a great thing. That's a compound movement. That's gonna get you. If you stay consistent with those two movements, you're gonna get a lot of gains. Trust and believe that. As long as you're eating properly, you're eating in a surplus, you're eating your carbs, you're eating your proteins, you're getting the healthy fats, you're gonna get gains. But the thing about when you're on semen retention is you just can't keep conforming back to iniquity, right? Because you lose motivation, right? And we go to the gym, right, all the time, right? And there's people that may look the same day in and day out, week by week. They look the same. Look the same. Especially the young ones. The young ones that's not really motivated. They come in all the time in groups. They're very talkative. Like they're still in school. You know, it's not to say that everyone is don't deal with iniquity, but sometimes it's the younger ones that deal with it a lot too. Because they don't have a lot of guidance, they don't have a lot of direction, not a lot of wisdom at that current stage. So you could be draining yourself all the time, nonstop, and coming to the gym and just putting more strain on your body. And when you keep releasing your energy, you see your strength. You're not eating properly because your body goes into a catabolic stress where it's looking for resources to pull at, to eat. It's trying to get minerals back into the body. It's breaking down whatever you got in your body to replenish, to rebuild the semen. Your body's going through a crazy catabolic mo- moment, and that's why when you're on this journey, when you're on this lifestyle long term, you've been on it for a real long stretch, and you've been eating clean. You've not been out here eating no pizza, cookies, chips, ice cream, soda. You've been making your chicken. You've been making your beef. What's up, Leo? Good to see you. Anthony, good to see you, man. Jay, what's going on? What's going on? I see you, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping into the live, man. I know I was just talking before I was getting straight to the comments. But good to see you, though, for real. So, yeah, you just gotta make sure you're eating clean. There's clean options out there to eat as well, too, right? And you just gotta prioritize your training, right? You just gotta train like it's you and you because you're not building your physique for no one else. Cause I remember I remember when I first started practicing semen retention in my late 20s, right? I was like maybe when I first started semen retention, I was probably like 26, probably going on 27. Yeah, and at that time I was about maybe like 145, 150, and right now I get on the scale. Right now I'm like 210. With the food that I've eaten already today, I'll get on the scale. I'm at like 213.1. Right. What you mean doing 100 per month? Calisthenics doing 100 what? And since you say calisthenics, that's a great way to put on size too. Just putting in those repetitions after repetition. You pulling up your own body weight. That make you strong. That's a compound movement. Pull-ups is a game changer. Chin-ups is a game changer. Dips is a game changer. The reason why I like those both movements the most, just doing calisthenics, is because push-ups, right? Push-ups in the sense you're not pushing up your whole entire body weight, and you could check the facts on that because when you're on the ground and you're at an incline, right? I even tried it on my scale at the house. I put I put I put my hands on the scale and I did a regular push-up, and by me weighing over 200 pounds, I get on the scale and it says I'm pushing up 160 pounds, right? It's because your body is evenly distributed while you're basically planking on the floor. Now, when you're on the dip bar, your weight is hanging, right? So you're getting more pressure, more poundage on your chest, your triceps, your delts, right? And it's the same thing when you're doing pull-ups. You're pulling up your entire body weight, right? There's not another movement in calisthenics that could take the pull-up away. Like pull-ups is just one of the strongest movements you could do as a man, pulling up your own body weight. He said, "How strong can calisthenics? How strong can calisthenics do to your body? You mean how strong you can become, or how built can your body? how strong can you build your body on calisthenics? You could build your body very strong on calisthenics, right? Because you can do high repetitions, right? You can do slow reps. You can add weight. You can add plates. Honestly, you don't really need to add extra weight to your body when you're doing calisthenics. Like it's good to do that every once in a while, but you really don't have to, because just by you slowing down the momentum, slowing down controlling the pull, not swinging when you're doing your pull up. You could engage. You can pull whatever your body weight is. You can pull just with your arms and do a bicep curl type of pull up instead of engaging your back. Like those type of movements, when you know how to control your body weight on calisthenics, you can hit every body part. Even doing the pull ups behind your back, you can hit your rear delts as well too. You can hit your whole entire upper back because your rear delts is kind of basically connected to your upper back in a sense, right? So if you control those movements, and number one, when you're in a surplus, a calorie surplus, and you're doing compound movements, you're building muscle and burning fat. And by your weight going up, that's only gonna make the movements much harder, and that's only gonna make you stronger. Because I was doing calisthenics when I was 145. Now I'm 210, and my pull-ups is I'm still strong in my pull-ups, but I can tell that it's way more weight than I ever pulled up before. Even though I've done pull-ups with maybe what, how much kg? I could say maybe like 40 kg. I had like a couple 45-pound plates on my weighted belt, and I could do those pull-ups. I can do three-plated dips. Like I've done those before, but it's nothing like just controlling your body weight, having control. You know, even with the added weight too, you can control that as well too. Start off light and just work your way up. Start off with some kettlebells and stuff like that. Firstborn fish at perfect timer for a live, huh? I'm about to add another gym to the arsenal. Just switch up the flow. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta switch up the flow, you know? You know what I'm saying? Get into that new space, get into that new element, and put in work because it's nothing like a new environment, right? It's nothing like it's like you have a gym where you can do your compound lifts, and then you got another gym that you just do machines. That's a beautiful thing, too, right? And you know what I noticed too in these gyms that people don't utilize to gain a crazy amount of muscle? They don't start off with compound lifts. They just start off with isolations, right? So when you go into the gym, start up like start off with sets after sets after sets, pull-ups, dips, pull-ups, dips, pull-ups, dips, pull-ups, dips, pull-ups, dips. Tens of tens, tens of tens. Just keep going, just keep going. Get a crazy compound pump, and then after you're done, get a little extra volume in with just the isolations, with just a little cables, just to touch the muscles up a little bit. Get an some extra blood flow in there. Get some squeeze work. You know what I'm saying? You get crazy gains, man. Crazy gains because by me taking time off from these gyms and I'm working out at my home gym, I got nothing but barbells, iron plates, dumbbells. So that's what I've been utilizing. And now since I've been in the gym, I've been touching up with just some cable work. And when I look at my pump after I'm done, the pump look crazy. Look like I'm on a whole steroid cycle. Cause you are anabolic when you're on semen retention too. You have steroidal hormones that's at its peak. Your androgen receptors are so sensitive to testosterone. Your supplements gotta be on point too. Make sure you eating right, drinking your water, getting your rest. All these things is pivotal. So great advice. I've made gains in less time with compound movements, slow and steady. Absolutely, Anthony. Compound movements, man, it hits multiple muscle groups. And the thing about compound lifts is like people stress hitting PRs when it's compounds. Compounds, you gotta get all the butter out of the compounds. You gotta get all the butter out of it. It's like when you start off on bench, right? You gotta spend time with that 135 before you can move up. And even when you moved up to like 315, still play around with the weight. Just you can do reps after reps after reps after reps. You get so much mass, so much mass. You build a compound body of that. When you build a compound body, you will never look flat. Your muscle bellies will always look full. You will never look flat, no matter if you stop training for a week, because life happen and you gotta, you know, do some overtime at work. You gotta do a couple doubles during the week, and you don't have time to hit the gym. Okay, cool. You wake up in the AM in the morning, you do some pull-ups, you do some dips. That's still compound. You never gonna look flat. People that hit machines all they training, they look flat. They don't have mass. They chest don't just be always popping out. They chest, they back don't look wide. They shoulders don't look broad. But when you hit compounds, yeah, you get the mass, and you eating right too. You gonna look like a silverback gorilla. So yeah, good calisthenics session today. 150 pull-ups, 200 dips, 10 set, 15 superset with 20s. Now that's, bruh, man, that sound delicious. Like that sound like an entree with a main dish with two sides, bruh. That sound good, bruh. Yo, I need that on my plate. Hey, most high willing, I might do that. I might do that tomorrow when I go to the park. Y'all willing? It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day tomorrow. Go to the park, get a crazy pump, carb up before I head out. Yup. Man, that sound like a great meal right there, bruh. I'm still looking at that, man. 150 pull-ups, 200 dips. Man, 10 sets, 15 supersets of 20. Bruh, that's an entree, the main dish, and two sides. That sounds good, man. You know, hey, firstborn, hey, you know them sessions be real good, man, when you're not even counting the reps and the sets. You just putting in work. It's like it's like after the minimal, you gotta get 100 in. You gotta get 100 in. And then when you get to 100, you ain't counting no more. You just putting in work. It's like the pump just be feeling too good, bro. Too good. Too good. And when you sticking to calisthenics, those are compound lifts. So you're doing the compounds right, and you hitting flat bench, you hitting incline flat bench, you hitting flat bench itself, you hitting dumbbells, and then you do calisthenics, and then when you go to the gym, you toning up with some machines, like you sculpting out with the machines. Like you gonna look crazy, for real. What's going on, King? Shalom Melikim. Good to see you, Ak. He said exactly the plan. One gym compounds, the other to do refinement. Right, just gotta ignore the extra attention. Yup, the new guy gonna get, especially with the life force strength building up. That's a fact, bro. You walk into that gym and you've been pushing. You've been pushing. You've been going a long time, man. You walk into that new gym, it's your gym now. It's your gym now. You getting all the respect. Everybody gonna start hating. People gonna start looking over their shoulder. They're gonna be like, who's this big yoked up dude up in here? Like, it's fine. You inspiring people to do the right thing. Cause when people be in these gyms, man, they play too much. They play too much, man. They don't take it serious. It's like, it's not to say like we so concerned about our bodies to look good for people, but you get to a point, bro, where you just love training. Training is just becoming a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? It's like being spiritual, right? Hearkening unto the Most High with His scriptures, right? You flip to the scripture in Ecclesiasticus 30:15. It says a strong body is better than having the riches of the world with a ton of afflictions, man. And there's no like trying to combat it with the teachings of Saul, where he says that physical fitness profits a little, but spiritual profits way more. Both are spiritual, right? If you're doing it in the right context. That's why some people that train, they don't get the spiritual benefits because they don't do it from a spiritual aspect, right? You want to be a strong man to look good on Instagram, to look good just for like a woman or something like that. It's like, bro, you want to be strong because you a man. You want to be strong because you in the image of the Most High, right? You don't want to be strong just to be strong and out here looking goofy with no armor, no protection, right? A lot of people out here, man, they just look soft and weak, and they just want to chase money all day and chase harlots all day. That's not being spiritually wise, man, for real. He said facts. Once I get to a certain number, it's really Just going to failure at that point, walking away all swelled up. Right. That's the motive right there. Swell it up. Pump extra blood into that muscle, man. Even when you're doing calisthenics, people be a little, yeah, hey man, yeah, like, oh, I don't like pre-workout. Like, listen, give me all the citrulline. I don't care. Give me all the citrulline. Give me all the arginine. I want it all. I don't care. Give me the beta alanine. I want it all. Like, stop playing. Like, even if I'm not taking no pre-workout, I got me some arginine to send in the cabinet. I'll do 2 scoops of that, 10 grams. I'll just shake it up in my water. I'll swig that thing down real quick. What, man? Go to the store. Give me a body armor light, dragon fruit, no sugar, stevia. Just give me the electrolytes and I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Sometimes in my pre-workout, I add some Himalayan salt in there just to get an extra pump, bruh. For real, man. For real, people be out here playing with their health, man. We ain't playing, man. We getting swole. For real. Keep I keep my body guessing. Home gym, school gym, playground, streets and forests. That's what I'm talking about, Anthony. You, shit. Like just, hey man, look. Today, Friday, and today was a rest day for me. It's almost midnight where I'm at. I was like, I went out to the patio right here. I just pulled up my dip bar. I don't know if y'all can see it right there. Yeah, it's shaded right now. I don't even want to turn on my light. But my dip bar right over there. I was like, man, let me get on that dip bar, man. I did 10 dips. I'm like, oof. Man, my chest started squeezing together. I said, let me get 10 more. Let me get 10 more. I think I did like a quick 50 clip. And then I hit the pull-ups. Went inside the house, hit the pull-ups real quick. I said, man, this feel good. Like, it just feel good, bro. Sometimes you just gotta get just get a little bit of blood into that muscle before you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Just get a little bit of blood into that muscle before you go to sleep, man. You get a nice little light little pump before you go to sleep. Sleep like a baby. Wake up, muscle still looking full. Come on, man. You gotta keep gassing that tank, man. For real. Can't be out here late night thinking about sexual immorality. Come on, man. We got money to make. And when I'm talking about money, I'm talking about spiritual currency. I ain't talking about physical money. Like, I'm talking about, we gotta get that money. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When y'all in the gym, y'all in that weight room, y'all in that pull-up bar and that dip bar, y'all gotta get that money, man. For real. We all started somewhere before this lifestyle change. And look at us now. I'm getting on the scale 210, 210. When I first started practicing semen retention, I was 145. I never was benching, right? I was out here doing calisthenics. The first time I benched, I hit 205. I was like, what? And then the guys added 225 on the bar. I hit that for 3 for the first time ever in my life. I never benched before. I was just doing straight calisthenics work. I said, let me get a gym membership. Hopped up in there. The dude seeing me training. One dude at the time I was only like, I think I was 180. I was like 182, maybe 179, low 80s, no low 17, no high 170s, low 180s. But dudes thought I was like 205 at the time, just because calisthenics get you yoked up. When you're doing weighted calisthenics with a 30 bar, a 30 weight vest, and you just put in work. Yo, Christo, what's going on, man? Yeah, like the law. You know what I'm saying? People think you yoked up. Then when you touch that ball for the first time, you like, yeah, I'm in there. You said facts. When I get off work, I don't waste time changing. I literally go in, deal with some baggy dickies, Tims and polos. Yeah, get straight to the waist, straight to the pull-up bar. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Right. It's that set apart talk for real. We about to keep having these masculine talks, man. Cause y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. People be out here scared to get muscle. Scared to be yoked up. Scared to be strong, man. Nah, we want to be that. Because we know we warriors. We know we stand on business. We ain't out here trying to intimidate people. They get intimidated because they not putting in that work. It's that simple. We put in that work not for no man on this earth. We put in that work because it's mandatory. You got to clock in with something every single day. If it's a day you're resting, you got to clock in with the Most High regardless. It don't matter. And then he give us that day. We gotta shine. We gotta shine. We gotta shine that glory. So when people see us, they know it's the Most High touching us. Ain't nothing else. See, Firstborn said that's why these cats. That's why. That's why these cats that may look bigger got no presence about them. They ain't spiritually tapped in with all. Yeah, they not tapped in, bro. Those be lifting weights and all that, but they not tapped in. They not tapped in. They not tapped in. That's why dudes may have a little size, but they be having their heads down. They be having a little size on them, but sometimes it ain't like that muscle though. For real. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different when you got that size and you spiritually tapped in. You ain't worry about nothing. For real. It's like when I was in the gym the other day, a dude chopped it up with me, right? Um, he told me he weighed like 230. I told him where I'm at. I told him I'm 210 right now. He said, "Whoa." He's like, "Bro, you look like you like 225 going to 230." You know what I'm saying? And he was just like I know he saw me a few times training, and I remember the first day I saw him, I was asking somebody if anybody was using this bar, and he was like he said, hey, he's like, yeah, brother, man, these people out here, man, they just be playing in the gym. They just on their phones. They were here on dinner dates, and he said it loud too, because he was a so-called black man, like like all of us that's on this platform. That's from Yashrael Yehuda. So he was like, yeah, man, they be out here playing. He was like, yeah, man, get your money, man, get your money, man. So that after that day, he saw me like he knew I was about business, right? Because they trust me. People see your physique and people know you about that work. So like the other day, he was hitting arms, he was hitting triceps and biceps at the same time, simultaneously. I didn't know he was using this machine, so I pulled up and I was like, anybody using this one? He was like, oh, you can hop in if you want. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do upright rows. So then we was just chopping it up for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And he was just giving me a ton of respect because he was like, I see you putting in work. He was like, man, you got size on you. He's like, man, wait till you actually get to 230 or 225. He's like, you're going to look super crazy. If you at 210 right now, you looking like that. He's like, yeah, you're going to look crazy if you get your weight up even more. And you see, it's just like some people in the gyms, they give you that credit. You know what I mean? Some people in the gym, they be working out, they be get their little pump. They be in the mirror for like 15 minutes just looking at themselves, not putting in work, getting right back to their set. They be distracted about everything that's going on. They worried about you, but they're not eating their meals. They're not eating their carbs. They're not eating their protein. They're not drinking their water. They're not getting enough sleep. They just worried about the wrong things, man. You know what I'm saying? And we just put in that work. Right now, this is a be strong physically type of life right now. Like y'all already know, being strong and being physically strong, that is something that the Most High does demand us. So I don't gotta say too much about that. Y'all already know. What's going on right here? It's good to see you. In the building. Let's go. Ray in the building. He said facts. We get all that money while we sleep too. That's a fact. That's a fact. Cause even while we sleep, we thinking about building up our treasures in the kingdom. Come on, man. I say yeah, not worth dimming the light to make anyone comfortable. It just means they got more work to do. That's a fact. That's a fact. We ain't dimming nobody light. We ain't gonna dim our light. We not gonna walk in the spot with our head down. Just because we see that like people in this environment not working. You know what I'm saying? Or we just don't want to feel like, oh, we're that big dude. You know what I'm saying? Look, if we yoked up, we yoked up. So be it, man. We just here to put in that work. We here to relieve ourselves from the day-to-day stresses because we know sometimes as men we feel like setting the record straight sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Having testosterone, right? Making sure that and you practicing semen retention too. You do have authority about yourself. And we living in a world where there's a ton of soft men, man. And that honestly, we not focused on no other man, but like these dudes, man, they be real soft. And instead of knocking a dude out for looking at you some type of way and acting real feminine, we just go hit the weight room. You know what I'm saying? We don't even imagine the dude face, man. Sometimes it's like they just be giving you voltage. They just be giving you fire to just keep working. You know what I'm saying? Like We look at it as fuel. When people be just hating on you, they look at you some type of way. You know, you walking somewhere and somebody just looking at you some type of way because you got all this size on you. That happened to me all the time, bro. It be dudes that be like, they be just looking like, bruh, y'all out here soft, man. But we ain't out here dimming our life for nobody. And definitely we ain't about to be out here committing no iniquities, cause that's the ultimate way to dim your light. You out here hitting the weight room and you out here worried about harlots on the internet. You know what I mean? You scrolling, watching harlots after harlot, and they gonna come to the weight room and try to lift weights. Like, come on, man. A lot of us men on this platform, we family, man. Come on. My wife and my son sleeping right now. My last meal for the night. After this live, I'm gonna go floss, brush my teeth, say my prayers, and go hit the bed too. For real. And y'all willing I get up for another day? I already gave him my petition already. I just gotta put in another request real quick. You know what I'm saying? I gotta log in again and just put in that work. You say you're right, a lot of these cats be fooling. They'll be following their harlots around the gym. Real talk. They be out here hugged up on shorty on a bench, laying down on her lap in between sets. They both be on their phones. They be sharing protein shakes, sharing pre-workout. Like, everywhere she go, he following her. Like, damn, come on, man. He be looking real salt too, real buttery. You know what I'm saying? She be like, why is this dude, in the same sense, she be like, why is this dude following me? Like, females get like that when they see dudes that's actually putting in work. They be like, why is this dude following me, bro? It's actually people in here putting in work. What is he talking about? These dudes be real chatterbox. Okay, you got 203 right now. That's what I'm talking about, man. Getting that weight up. I see you. I see you. Getting that weight up. All right, let's get it, man. They say the same after the farm work, boots of mud. Go get my workout in. Absolutely, got to. Got to, cause as soon as when you get out of work, you know, you revved up. You ready to blow off that steam, man. He said, "Facts. That's why I like working. I like working jobs where you gotta lift heavy objects. Yeah, I love metal getting around. You get the extra pump. That's right. That's absolutely right. I like jobs that say you gotta. It's mandatory for you to lift over 50 pounds. I think they need to up that bar. You gotta be mandatory if you lift over 100. For real, gotta be mandatory. For real. Because if a lot of us fellas could overpress if you could overhead press over 135 pounds, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, these jobs, they gotta up the bar. For real. And you picking it off the floor like it's a feather. 135, you picking it up. You doing a deadlift first. You grabbing it like a deadlift, then overhead pressing that thing for like 10 to 15 reps. Come on, you could up that weight. Come on, champ, you could up that weight. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. He said, yeah. When I feel negative energy and stares and all that crap, I just transmute it. Absolutely right. You just that pump get crazy. Pump get extra crazy. And then after you done your workout, you know, you hit the what's it called, the fitting room. You hit the fitting room. You wash your hands. You know, cause you be out here touching all these machines in the gym and equipment and stuff. You go wash your hands and everything like that. Then you stand in the mirror with the pump room, with the pump light and everything like that. What? Boy, you peel off. You be like, sheesh. It be dudes that be walking past and they be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, sorry for what, bro? What you saying sorry for, bro? They be acting all timid like that. Like they never saw somebody yoked up before. Talking about, oh, I'm sorry. Walking by, talking, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. With they heads down and everything like that. Man, if you don't pick your head up, bro. You just be training extra hard, man. You know, here worried. Like the whole time, he said, whole time his shorty wishing he took the seat. For real. I can't even read the whole comment, bro, without laughing, bro. Yeah, that's funny, for real. He said, whole time his shorty wishing he took the weight room serious like us, for real, bro. After every set, he's sitting down for like 8, 10 minutes. He only moved 50 pounds. He trying to calm down. He trying to get that ATP back up. He need 10 minutes for that 50 pounds. He need 10 minutes to get that ATP back. For real, bro. We keep it, bro. A lot of times we be the only men in the gym sweating like that too. Sweating like crazy, just sweating. Back of the shirt drenched, and we hitting chest. Be crazy, bro. Chest, the whole chest got sweat on it. And then if you got some abs on you and you wearing that oversized shirt and you yoked up like you over 200 pounds yoked up with that 2X 3X shirt, but hey, it be some dudes that be like real little too wearing oversized shirts. They be like, they probably be like 135 wearing a 2X shirt. I'm like, bruh, all you gotta do is get a large, man. You looking crazy. You looking like you got a whole blanket on you. Like, come on, man. But 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 if you like, if you over 200, you got on that 2X, that 3X, man. You got that pump. You got little abs on you. That sweat drop down to it from the chest to the abs. You get a little ab outline too. Tell you, bruh. Pheromone City, boy. Making everybody in there nervous. For real, you say you gotta stay consistent with that avocado, chicken breast, beef stew, tuna after that pump. That's a fact. But you gotta eat a big meal. Hey, we gotta eat big meals after we train, cause the way we train, we can't be out here eating like just light meals. Like definitely gotta get that avocado, that rice in with them fats too, and the proteins. Man, it make them carbs burn extra slow. So that's why your pump be crazy. Man, before I lift, it be certain days I would get like 400 grams of carbs in before I go train. So I'll start off with a cream of wheat and the protein shake and the AM, and then I'll probably like maybe for my second meal I'll bust down maybe like a like if I have some chicken made from overnight, like some chicken, some stewed chicken. I'll probably have some stewed chicken, some drumsticks. Probably have like three of them. Because, three drumsticks is 20 grams of protein a pop. So that's 60 grams real quick. And then I have like 300 grams of jasmine rice. Yeah, that's crazy because the cream of wheat, I do like three servings and I add a full serving of milk. So that's over 100 grams. Then I do the cream, I know the cream of wheat, the jasmine rice. And that's like, sheesh, I think that's maybe like, let me see, 40. Hold on, let me do the math real quick. 40, 80. Let me see, 40, 80, 120, 160. Yeah, that's 200 grams of carbs right there. So yeah, maybe yeah, I'm getting like at least like 350 grams of carbs in before I train. Some days I just go in after I have my first meal. So man, the pump be crazy because you gotta eat right. You gotta eat right for real. You gotta eat right for real. He said they all want a righteous man. They all want a righteous man, but they're not willing to give up their iniquities for a set apart man. That's physically and spiritually fit. That's a fact. That's a fact. They want a righteous man, but they can't get close to the righteous man. They just want to keep smelling you. Every time you come in the room, you get them mad. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that light, tell you that light bright, for real. Hey, truth, let's get it. Cream of wheat. That's a fact. That cream of wheat be hitting, man. If the base is milk, well, you put a little cinnamon in there, a little chia seeds, a little bit of brown sugar in there, man. I'm telling you, bon appetit, man. Bon appetit. Today was steak, eggs, and potatoes. We cutting out the sugar and sweets. Yeah, I do. If I'm doing sugar, I do like a light sugar, maybe like 8 grams, 8 grams of like brown sugar. That's about it. That's the only sugar I get. Anything else I get is like natural sugars, maybe like a banana or something like that. But yeah, sugars, yeah, that's definitely not really in my diet like that. And if it's brown sugar, it's good because for that digestive system too. Since you got that molasses in there, it's good too. Real good actually. But yeah, that steak, man. I think I had that. I had that too today. I had 4 eggs, sunny side up, with a what did I have it with? Oh, and just a protein shake. Yeah, I started off my day low carbs. Yeah, I started off with low carbs. Since today was like a rest day, I didn't really need to really go crazy with the carbs. So I got my carbs in later though. So when I wake up tomorrow, I still got them carbs in my system, like enough carbs. Like I ain't gonna burn them all off. So I'm gonna just convert it tomorrow and just put in some extra reps. You know what I'm saying? Just to burn that off. Yeah, the raw honey. Yeah, a teaspoon. Yeah, mid session. Right. Hey, for the mid session, I used to travel in my bag with some raisins. Raisins is a game changer too, man. Just 20, what is it? 20 grams of raisins is like 31 grams of carbohydrates, bro. Every time I'm training, I used to just eat raisins as I'm training. Man, some days too, like I'll get like a vitamin water and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't get the sugar-free one. Sometimes I get the one that got cane sugar just because it has carbs in it, just to give me like an extra pump. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Crystal. You gotta walk. That's why. That's the reason why I walk to my gym. That's the reason why I walk to my gym. And by me leaving my house and walking to the gym, that's at least like and walking back after my session. I get in like 7,000 steps, like light. So that's good. And on the days I'm training at the house, I'm doing compounds anyway. So like when you're doing compound lifts like heavy barbells, you benching over 225, you doing incline, you doing deadlifts, you doing rows, and you supersetting with pull-ups and dips. Like you burn your cardiovascular system is already top tier. But when I'm going to the gym, yeah, I get my steps in when I'm walking to the gym and I'm walking back. There's no need for you to like do crazy cardio sessions. You know what I'm saying? You could get your cardio in real casual, man. Just like right in a day's work, and you recover so fast. People would train at the gym and then stand on a treadmill and walk stationary rather than just like walk to the grocery store real quick, get yourself buy some groceries and then you know come back. Cause a lot of the local gyms that we go to in these major cities, it's in walking distance of wherever you live at. You know what I'm saying? Some people be still driving their car, parking and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, how y'all going to train, then get in a car and then drive home and like it's crazy, bro. Man, you said facts. Sometimes going one day and one day off is good, especially when your schedule is packed. Yeah, and just get in some calisthenics if you can. If you got a dip bar, pull up bar, put in that work. Weighted cable crunches for thicker abs. Yeah. Uh huh. You said facts. Facts. We're definitely doubling down on cardio. July right around the corner. No games. Or sometimes I don't even like. I'm still technically on a so-called bulk. Like I'm still bulking up. So cardio is cardio at the end of the day. As long as I'm walking, I'm cool. I ain't really stressing it like that too much. Like I said, I'm not cutting no time soon. I'm not following whatever the season of fitness when people say this is a time for us to do certain things. I go against it because my whole agenda is to put on size and to be cut while I'm doing it. So I'm in a surplus and I'm still getting in my steps to the best of the best that I can. Doing my jump rope and everything. So when I actually pick my time to cut, the muscle is always gonna be there, and I'm just gonna lose water. Cause it's like I feel like when you're trying to put on size, you can't be bulking and cutting, bulking and cutting like every 2 months. Sometimes your bulk gotta be for like two years, man. Especially if you're not in no competitive bodybuilding type of stuff, man. You if you just you natural, you just a strong dude. Get on a boat for like 2 years. Be solid with it. Be clean with it. Get your cardio in because that'll make you build more muscle anyway. Get your steps in, and you're gonna be fine. And then when you want to cut like 10 pounds, it's all gonna be water weight because then you're gonna cut down. You're gonna cut down that You're just gonna cut down the carbs a little bit. You're probably gonna get in 150 grams of carbs a day. Right? On your rest days, you might get more carbs. It all depends. He says, yeah, all natural supplements are foods. That's right. That's right. He said, anybody else appetites change during the summer? My body wants more fruit, carbs, more so than animals. Uh, my body changed this summer. I was let me see. As like drastic changes. I mean, I'm not eating like a lot of meals for the day. I'm possibly eating like 3 meals and maybe like a shake. But as craving, yeah, yeah, me and my wife, we just juiced up fresh pineapple. We just cut it up too. So yeah, we've been on our fruits, getting buying fresh pineapple at the store, making sure it get right. Mangoes. Um, I've been eating a lot of beef liver as well too. I've been craving that. I don't know for some reason. Beef liver. Um, a lot of greens. I've been getting on a lot of greens. A lot of different greens. Yeah, that's about it. You could juice as much as you want, man. He said that's that lean bulk. Need 200 to 250 grams of protein and it's locked in. That's right. That's right. That's where I'm at with it too. I'm getting at least that amount of protein in per day as well. 200 to 250. That's right. I think today I got in at least like 220. At least 220 to like 230. So yeah, feeling pretty good right now. Feeling pretty good. Keeping that size up. Yeah, that lean bulk, man. Last time I got on the scale, I was 207, 207 with 13% body fat. On the lean bulk. So I tell these men out here, man, come on. Last time I got weighted at the local nutrition store where they got that like that $1,000 body scan where you gotta like touch the grips and everything, and it gets you the weight of your limbs and everything and how much water's in your body and everything like that. Got on that scale, 207, 13% body fat. I want to get on it again real soon since I'm a little heavier. I'm like 210 right now, so I want to see what my body composition is at right now. But it might be the same because when I got on the scale, it was 13.1. So it might be like, I don't know. Hopefully it's a little lower, or hopefully it's like the same. So yeah. And during the midst of me doing that training too, I was only training at my house, and I wasn't really doing crazy amounts of cardio. I was doing maybe like jump roping every other day. I was maybe doing a little bit as I can every day, but I was doing all compounds, barbells, all that. I was doing minimal cardio. I was doing enough cardio to keep my heart on point, right? Just but casual when I'm walking to the store and stuff like that. Yeah, I do that on a daily. If I want to go for a walk, get out my house, I'll go for a walk. Get in at least like 8,000 to 10,000 steps. He said as long as the six pack is there, I'm golden. The vascularity is locked and the definition is cut up. Yeah, yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Even as bulk, yeah, still got my abs and everything. Stomach not bloated, none of that. No bloating. Feel good. You said the stairs. You said the stairs crazy. Almost every day I noticed it was hurting my muscle growth. Yeah, too much cardio could hinder your muscle growth. That's why it's best to just walk like casual. Just casually walk. Like you don't gotta be doing too much. Just casually walk. You gotta do too much. But yeah, fellas, we about to get up out of here. Yeah, man, I gotta get some rest. But yeah, it was a great live. Great live. Y'all continue to have a great night as well, too. Y'all get some rest as well. All right. Shalom Aleichem. Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High Yah through His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother UncleK. Glad y'all tapped in. Appreciate everybody that liked the live. Appreciate everybody that has been active in the comment section as well too. Appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna see y'all soon, Most High willing. But for now, peace.